Howdy y'all, welcome back to Trains and Tech. We're gonna be going through this 440 steam locomotives from American Flyer. It's S gauge from the 60s. We're gonna be tearing it apart, cleaning it up a little bit. I ran this on some track and I was able to get it to go around. It would intermittently reverse. The smoke unit right here did work, but it definitely could use a cleaning. I mean, look at all this dust that just came out of it. So as I mentioned, this is S gauge, and that was something really that American Flyer just did. Get in here, we're going to take out these screws. There we go. All right, let's see if we can get this smoke unit to pop out of here. Bam, what a cute little unit right here. So first things I'm noticing is this is pretty dusty. See all that right there? Let's just get that off of here. I want to get inside of here. We're gonna go ahead and unscrew this. It's a long screw. Got this plate off. Like the brushes came unseated. Here are our two brushes. Here's a look at our motor. Yeah, the commutator could definitely use a little bit of freshening up. There's not even a lot of carbon buildup in these commutator segments. I'll make sure we keep that on there, but we'll make sure to first clean this up and then we'll re-grease it. A good tip for whenever you're cleaning these is to make a video. Even if you're not going to post it online, you'll be able to see how everything came apart to help you put it back together. Now that we've got this commutator looking super shiny, we're going to first clean this out and then we're going to put some new grease in here. I've got some isopropyl alcohol. I'm just trying to get any old debris out of here. And one thing you want to make sure is just that you don't leave any fuzzies in here. We're going to take this off so we can grease the gears that lay underneath here. All right, we've taken this cover off and we can see there's a ton of dried up grease in here. I mean, that stuff it's almost flaking off. I'm just gonna pop this assembly off. Yeah, if we look in there, I mean, look at all of that old grease. So we've got this guy cleaned up pretty good. Most of that old nasty grease is out of there. Now we just got to get all the old grease out of here. So I went ahead and just rinsed this out to get all the fuzzies. That's nice and clean. We can put this back together. I'm going to add little drops of oil and then we'll grease the gears. I'm going to grab some of this Label 106. This is spinning wonderfully. What I'm going to go ahead and do, since we already have it all the way down to here, is I'm just going to take my fiberglass pencil again. I'm just going to clean up these wheels a little bit. All right, look at those. Those wheels are looking extra spiffy. Now let's just keep working our way down. Let's add just a little bit more grease on this top gear. You don't want to over grease this. I hope I'm not. Oh man, I just lost the washer that went there. Found him. Grease this worm gear. Now we're just going to insert. We're just going to cycle this guy a few times through here just to get this grease moving through and get everything nice and greased up. I believe these are like some sort of traction tires. I don't have any replacements for these, so I'm not going to take them off. I don't even want to run the risk of breaking them. I was looking at some stuff online, and something you just want to make sure of is that these bad boys, these washers, are nice and clean, or else they can make like a little bit of a squeaky noise. Then I am going to add just a tad bit more grease because I don't really feel like I added enough. And I'm going to stop it right there. I'm going to put just a tiny drop of oil right here. Awesome. All right, let's keep putting this together. So when we're wanting to put back on our brush assembly, something that we can look at is that this guy has these two dowel pins, which are going to tell us the alignment, how this goes back together. So we can see, just like that, that this only will fit one way. Then we're going to slide this like so. You want to make sure that you seat the brush in the correct position, so that way the commutator will be going along this bevel. First brush in. Now we're going to put the second one in. Oh, I forgot to put this piece on underneath this. All right, we threw that plastic bushing back onto this. All right, now let's get this big boy back onto here. So I need to look back into the footage, but there's like these two little rivets and could not tell you where these came from. All right, y'all, I've done a lot of digging trying to figure out where these came from. And I think I finally know. I think they sit on the bottom of the springs. So I'm gonna take out this brush. I think he goes right here. We're going to put these guys back in here. I've been going crazy trying to research this and figure out where these two mysterious pieces came from. I'm just going to put this other one on the other brush, and I'll just do that off camera. All right, we've got both those little pins back in. Let's tighten this guy down. Off camera, I'm going to go ahead and clean this shell up a little bit. It's super dusty inside of here. Just going to get some water and soap and just try to get some of these more dusty and messed up areas taken care of. All right, just got done cleaning this guy up. Now we're going to put the smoke unit back together. It's taking this dude right here. Just need to make sure we take this pin. There we go. Oh yeah, listen to that. Let's get this shell onto here. I'm gonna take this off and then screw it in after the fact, just to make it easier. I'm just gonna thread this guy back in the hole. Unfortunately, I don't have the little like smokestack that would go on it. I just have this little hole peeking through, which honestly I kind of like. I don't know, the other one looks very cartoonish, but this whole train looks kind of cartoonish. So I'm just rambling. Bam. We've got everything put back together and no missing pieces. So real quick, before we do put this onto our layout, I am going to clean up our tender just a little bit, mainly just these contact wheels. I'm just gonna hit them a few times over. I just finished shining up the wheels. Let's get this thing on the track. Plugged in the transformer, let's see if it runs. So it looks like we have some sort of issue with it reversing. Like the E unit seems to really want to just randomly kick in. Let's pull it off and take a look at that E unit. All right, we're back on the bench. We're just going to do our best to get this guy off of here. So we're gonna undo this screw. Looks like there's not too many screws. Looks like we've got one screw right here. The issue right now is that the train is not reversing after I stop it. And where we're going to look at, the issue of this is going to be this guy right here. When the train has no voltage applied to it, this pin right here should make contact with this plate. Well, the issue is it's getting stuck right here. So it comes down to here, and voltage is applied, and it goes right back up to the top, completes the circuit, and the train keeps going in the last direction it was in. It's not supposed to do that. What we're going to do is we're just going to spray some electrical cleaner here and just jiggle this a bunch so that it'll stop getting stuck and it can make proper contact and for lack of better words, do its job. All right, let's test it out. It's going so fast it derailed itself. I would say that's definitely fixed. Let's put the tender back on and let's rip this guy around. I almost forgot. I got to put some smoke fluid in this bad boy. Let's fire her up and see her rip. Looks like that eating is working great now. Thank you all for watching. Super fun taking this guy apart and cleaning it up. I'm most likely going to post this for sale, so if you see this on eBay sometime soon, you'll at least be able to see the work that went into it. It's super cool train. That smoke unit works great. I mean, it really is puffing along right now. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.